It slipped through our backyard and left us with a question: natural rock, icy comet, or something built on purpose? In October 2017, something from outside the solar system blazed into our telescopes. It looked ordinary at first, a tiny, fast-moving smear against the stars. Then the numbers refused to cooperate. It sped up, not from an engine, not from a visible tail of gas. As it raced away from the sun, it pushed itself faster than gravity alone should allow. At the same time, it reflected sunlight in a way that made its shape maddeningly unclear. Some data hinted at a long cigar. Other measurements suggested a pancake. It tumbled. It was shy. It vanished from view before we could get close. The surprise was the acceleration. Comets accelerate because sunlight vaporizes ice, spewing jets that kick them forward. But Oumuamua left no comet-like mist, no spectral fingerprint, no icy exhalation. The forces didn't match the meteorology of a typical comet. So astronomers offered a list of explanations, each stranger than the last. One idea was hydrogen ice. A chunk of frozen molecular hydrogen could sublimate invisibly and push the object without leaving a usual coma. But hydrogen ice would evaporate long before traveling interstellar distances. The numbers just didn't add up. Another idea said Oumuamua was a pile of loosely bound rubble, an exotic dust aggregate so fluffy that sunlight could push it like a sail. That could explain the strange push. Crucially, sunlight pressure acts more on surface area than mass, so a thin, sheet-like object could accelerate without conventional outgassing. Then a more daring hypothesis appeared: a light sail, a thin reflective surface pushed by sunlight, possibly an abandoned probe or debris of an extraterrestrial technology. It was a hypothesis that hung like lightning in the sky, electrifying but unproven. The dismissal was quick from many peers. The issue wasn't that the idea was impossible, it was that the evidence was whisper-thin. But whispers can change plans. The real lesson from this interstellar visitor isn't which theory is correct. It's how unprepared we were. We had hours, not weeks. We had no spacecraft ready to chase, no probes built to intercept and learn in situ. An object passed through with a behavior none of our models comfortably explained, and we took a picture and waved goodbye. Now the debate has done something it often does in science. It forced new ambitions. Engineers are designing rapid-response intercept missions and proposals for tiny, high-speed probes that could chase future interstellar visitors. Telescopes are getting sharper. Surveys are getting faster. Imagine never again watching a puzzling object slip into the dark without the chance to touch it. Imagine answering the unthinkable question with data instead of conjecture. Something unknown brushed our neighborhood of space. It whispered possibilities about how life, technology, or strange physics might travel between the stars. We can either let the next whisper go, or we can build the ears to listen. If you want to follow the chase for the next interstellar messenger and the missions racing to meet it, subscribe now and tell us which theory you think fits. Was it ice, dust, or a piece of alien engineering? Pick a side and let's watch space make us choose.